opportunity for the unemployed. A Walmart data center is coming to the Springs, bringing full-time jobs.
Plus, we have details on when you will be able to pay respects for the mom and 3 kids killed earlier this week in Wyoming.
And now open for business. We'll see how some new stores plan to make it while some old ones are closing down.
Fox 21 News at 9 starts now.
Some good news for job seekers as a Walmart announces plans to open a new data center. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nikki Wyrick.
And I'm Joe Cole. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have more on the new data center in tonight's top story. Officials with Walmart say they plan to build a 210,000 square foot data center within the Interquest development near Interquest and Voyager in northern Colorado Springs on a 24-acre site. Fox 21's Abby Burke joins us now with more details. Abby?
Well, Joe, for those thinking the last thing the city needs is another Walmart, this is anything but. Walmart announcing today the company is moving forward with their plans to build a new data center here in the Springs. Walmart currently has 11 retail facilities in Colorado Springs and employs over 3,000 people. Officials say the new center is projected to employ around 30 full-time employees once it's completed in late 2012. And while a contractor hasn't been decided on at this time, they say they also expect the project to bring several construction jobs. They credit a great partnership with Colorado Springs for their decision to build here.
With the support of folks at the city, El Paso County, the Economic Development Corporation, Colorado Springs Utilities, the Academy 20 School Board, a lot of support for this project. And so, we found a great site and are very excited to move the project forward.
Construction on the project is expected to begin in October of this year. Nikki?
Thanks, Abby. The body found in the Arkansas River earlier this week has been identified. The Fremont County coroner says it was 55-year-old Michael Regari. According to the autopsy, he drowned. Toxicology reports are pending. The coroner believes his death was an accident. Regari was last seen swimming in the river by friends, but they say he never reappeared.
The Colorado State Patrol is investigating a deadly accident tonight in Huerfano County. Troopers say it was a one-vehicle rollover crash on Highway 69 3 miles south of the town of Gardner. They say 27-year-old Lance Warren of La Vida was driving his 2005 Ford 250 pickup south when it veered off the right side of the road. He then overcorrected to the left and went off the side and rolled 1.5 times. 2 other people in the truck were treated for minor injuries. No one was wearing a seatbelt, and alcohol is believed to be a contributing factor in the crash.
A memorial service is scheduled to remember a Colorado Springs mother and her 3 little girls. Laurel Constantinaides and her 3 daughters, ages 8, 5, and 2, were killed in a Wyoming flood Tuesday morning. Laurel's husband, Alex, survived. The service will be Wednesday, July 27th at the Antlers Hotel in downtown Colorado Springs. It will be open to the public starting at noon. A funeral service will be held Monday in Wheatland, Wyoming. In lieu of flowers, the family asked any donations be made to the website halfthesky.org. It helps Chinese orphans.
An update on the CDOT employee that was hit by a car yesterday. Officials say the driver who hit her was 70-year-old Harrison Holmes. Now, Holmes was arguing with a worker at the site on Judge Orr Road. He then started to maneuver around the other cars, and he hit a 45-year-old female worker with the car's mirror. She was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Holmes was caught by deputies a few miles from the scene and arrested for multiple charges, including second-degree assault.
More details are released about the Denver man who died after an altercation at the zoo. Police say 29-year-old Alonzo Ashley was acting irrational, claiming he was a lion and knocking over trash cans. Police say he bit one of them and resisted arrest. Police used a stun gun on him, and Ashley later died at the hospital. Autopsy reports are pending. Ashley's girlfriend thinks he was suffering from heat distress.
Well, Springs police are investigating after a local Bible college is broken into and vandalized. The college is located at 1100 block of Academy Park Loop near Fountain and South Academy in the southern part of the city. Police say around 5 this morning they trapped the suspect inside a building at the Nazarene Bible College after a security guard heard him running around and breaking things. Officers arrested Jeffrey Sweat. Administrators say they have no idea why Sweat would vandalize their school, but they'd like the chance to ask him why, and they say they believe in forgiveness.
I also believe in restitution, and that's part of forgiveness. And so I definitely would like to work with a person that did that.
Authorities say there was several $1,000s worth of damage to the student center and a second building.
Construction crews hit a gas line in Colorado Springs this afternoon, forcing the evacuation of about 20 people and 8 animals. It happened around 12:30 near Vincent Drive and Dublin Boulevard. That's on the city's north side. Nearby businesses were evacuated, including the Dublin Animal Hospital. 3 people were treated for headaches as a result of that leak. The intersection of Vincent and Dublin was closed while crews fixed the leak.
Well, she's been serving the city of Colorado Springs for 28 years now. Catherine Young says she's retiring. Since 1994, she's served as a city clerk. Young has received multiple awards, including Colorado Municipal Clerk of the Year in 2006, and her last day will be July 28th. Mayor Steve Bach says a new city clerk will be named in the future.
Some storms pushed through southern Colorado, cooling things off a bit. Terry has more on the weather now on the Fox Fastcast.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the TrueView Doppler here, and you notice things are very calm along the I-25 corridor. We have some stronger storms out to the eastern part of the state. Some heavier showers right now between Kit Carson and Cheyenne Wells. They're pushing off to the north. Also some stronger storms down there in Baca County to the east of Springfield, right around the Two Buttes area. That also pushing off to the north. If you're in the extreme southeastern part of Prowers County, you have some rain coming your way. Most of these storms should taper off by about midnight and be out of here. So what happens tomorrow? Drier air is moving in. It's going to be hot once again. We'll look for mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures at 7 o'clock will be in the 60s. Most of the afternoon we'll spend in the 80s and 90s. We'll drop it back to the 70s and 80s by 9 o'clock. So the heat is on tomorrow here in Colorado Springs. Do we break 90? I'll tell you, coming up in about 10 minutes.
All right.
Thanks, Terry.
Well, tonight's Look at News from across America begins in Florida. After 135 space flights, NASA ends its low Earth orbit program on a high note. Now the space agency is looking into the future. Fox's Craig Boswell is at the Kennedy Space Center, where Shuttle Atlantis touched down this morning for the final time.
It's a mixed bag, a mix of emotions, as the Space Shuttle Atlantis makes a picture-perfect landing, bringing an end to 30 years of space shuttle flights. Shuttle Atlantis touching down at the Kennedy Space Center one final time.
Mission complete, Houston.
Atlantis plunged into Florida's pre-dawn sky, landing just before 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Near the runway, shuttle managers gathered along with astronauts' families and friends to welcome the crew home after the successful 13-day mission. In Mission Control, a mix of tears and cheers. NASA staffers, past and present, celebrating the space shuttle's return while marking the end of the 30-year shuttle program.
Everything worked just flawlessly, just like it should on every mission. They did exactly what they needed to go do, and they really delivered a quality end to the program.
A historic day for NASA and a proud moment for Atlantis and its 4-person crew, including Commander Chris Ferguson, whose words to Mission Control in his final minutes on board Atlantis touched many.
Hey, thanks, Butch. Great words. Great words. You know, the space shuttle's changed the way we view the world, and it's changed the way we view our universe. There's a lot of emotion today, but one thing's indisputable. America's not going to stop exploring. Thank you, Columbia, Challenger, Discovery, Endeavour, and our ship Atlantis. Thank you for protecting us and bringing this program to such a fitting end.
Folks along the Space Coast clinging to that phrase, America will never stop exploring space, as they wonder where the near future space exploration jobs are going to come from, as NASA says it's focused on the long term and jobs that are years away. At the Kennedy Space Center, Craig Boswell, Fox News.
Continuing our news across America tonight, are you ready for some football? NFL owners voted to approve the proposed labor agreement with the Players Association this afternoon, putting the potential end to the lockout in the hands of the players. The players were expected to vote tonight, but will likely wait until tomorrow. If a deal is done, the league will get back to business immediately, and preseason games will be able to start on time early next month. More trouble for John Edwards from his last presidential campaign. The Federal Election Commission says he got more than $2 million he wasn't entitled to from the federal government. The commission says he never properly documented his need for the money and misstated the amount of money he actually had from other sources. Edwards can appeal that ruling. A New Mexico judge is charged with rape, and police say they have video of the assault. Pat Murdoch is Albuquerque's chief criminal judge. He's accused of raping a prostitute. The woman says she secretly recorded Murdoch the second time he attacked her. Police say one of their officers purchased the video for $400. So far, Murdoch has not made a public comment. He's out on bond. Las Vegas headliners and showgirls are turning the spotlight on resort fees. 50 performers from the Jubilee Show at Bally's Las Vegas Hotel Casino marched on the Las Vegas Strip today. It's all to promote Caesars Entertainment's no-fee policy. The entertainment group claims the policy saves travelers $3 million per month. Celebrities like Marie Osmond turned out to support it.
In a preview of tonight's special report, it's no secret the U.S. is still recovering from the recession, but it also seems to be a popular time to start a new business. Fox 21's Kelly Worthman joins us now with more. Kelly?
Well, Joe, despite the slump economy, new businesses are popping up all across southern Colorado. From tasty frozen yogurt shops to a cozy cottage, entrepreneurs in Colorado Springs are out to prove that they can survive in the midst of a recession. I spoke to a few business owners who say there was no better time to open their store than right now.
You can't wait until the conditions are all perfect. You got to follow your dream when it's right for you.
Now, coming up later in the show, we'll hear what a local economist has to say about whether or not it's smart to open a new business during a down economy. Nikki?
I know we here all love the I Top It store.
Yeah, everybody does all the
amazing
yogurt stuff around here. It's going
Very
crazy.
Yummy. Well, blood donations from our four-legged family members.
Still to come tonight at 9:25. See how easy it is for your dog to help others. Plus at 9:32, see why the summer heat is making so many people unhappy.
And many claim celebrity advertisements set unrealistic goals of what beauty should be. At 9:48, see what's being done to stop it.
But first, coming up after the break, with less than 24 hours to go before the White House's debt deal deadline, there's still no agreement in sight. We'll take a look next.
You're watching Fox 21 News at 9 with Joe Cole, Nikki Wyrick, and Chief Meteorologist Terry Gerbstadt. Southern Colorado's primetime news hour.